Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. How is everybody doing today? I hope you are having a wonderful evening. Tonight we are streaming Oxygen Not Included, and if you guys caught any of my Overwatch live streams, you know this is what I'm going to be doing this week. Because I did not record videos because I was a bum, but I was like, you know what? I should really start live streaming, and that is what we're doing. Let me just make sure that it is live. Let me try reloading my YouTube and making sure that this is all working. Okay, purr. All right. So it's been a minute since I played this game. I kind of like write notes for myself after I leave to kind of see what we should be working on. So the main thing I want to do, and probably going to be near the end of this series, is going to be making exosuits. I'm hoping to wrap up this series by the end of this week. I am just really struggling with making this content. It's just not interesting to me, so I'm thinking by the end of this week we should be at a good spot, and we can move on to another game. But it looks like we also want to look at doing some power generation, which we don't have. Right now we have our electrolyzer set up. Let's go ahead and fix this. Just make sure so we have our electrolyzer set up. We did the math on it, and although it is creating excess energy, it's just barely creating excess energy. So what we really need to do is start our own separate generator thing. We also broke into our saltwater biome, which is fantastic. But since we're outside of our base now, we can officially start some coal generation. So I'm thinking we should do that. Alright, let's go here and look at our resources. We want to see all. We want to look for coal. And we have 75 tons, so we'll go ahead and keep an eye on that. Our hatches are creating coal around the place. But I do want our generation of power to be somewhat close to the base, so that way when people use the oxygen masks, they can just run it in and out really quickly to deliver coal. So let's go ahead and get our coal generator. Well, first let's look at our temperature. It's already pretty toasty, pretty warm and toasty. So this is going to produce a little bit of heat, obviously. But maybe we should do, like, some tiles. I mean, it's already hot, so we might as well just do some tiles, like, right here, I think. And this is where our coal generator is going, not because I have a lot of foresight into what everything is going to be like, but, you know, it's kind of close here. We can just build a ladder down from here, and they can access this. We'll do that. And when we have power, we also need to have a battery. So we could do our smart battery. I believe we can do that one. Except for it does take refined metal. So let's go ahead and cancel that build. Because we don't really have a lot of refined metal at the moment. We do have our metal refinery, but it would just be easier if we just do... Maybe we'll make it out of iron, an iron battery, sure. And we'll do 2 of them, and then we'll just make sure that we have wire to run run from one to the other. And then we'll hook this up to our base. Right now we aren't really using a lot of power. Actually, that's complicated. How about we just do something more like just straight through. Save our resources a little bit. We can just go like... and just leave it off here. Well, we do want it to all hook up like that. And then we'll have it hooked up. So, we just have our hamster wheel with our first coal generator. We're creating coal anyways. It's going to produce carbon dioxide, but it's going to be outside of our base, so that doesn't matter too much. And yeah, that should work. And that way we don't have to have a duplicate running on this hamster wheel for them to do research. But besides that, we have our grill, and I think that's nearly the only thing that... oh, I guess also our shearing station, but those are pretty much the only things that require power, so I think one coal generator should hopefully be enough. I did leave room, obviously, for a second one if we need it, but I don't think we'll need it. So that is queued up and ready to go, and our duplicates are going to be running around. So once that is set up, we need some, to make exosuits, we need 400 kilograms of refined metal for the exosuit forge. Then we need 300 kilograms of refined metal and 2 reed fiber per suit. And then we need to also figure out which dupes will learn the exosuit training, so that way they'll be the main ones to like leave the base. So that is queued up and ready to go. Oh my goodness, look at all this natural gas. I should really just set up like a air vent in here somewhere to kind of like take all of this natural gas and filter it. Maybe we do that as well. Do like a gas pump. Here. And we'll do ventilation, we'll do gas pipe, and we'll just run it straight down. Hopefully they can reach all of that. And we'll do a gas vent here. And of course we want to make sure that there is a gas filter attached. So let's go ahead and cancel that. A gas filter. Okay, so the input pipe is going to be... ooh, my goodness, that's not what I meant to do. Gas filter. Gas filter. There we go. We'll go ahead and rotate it, and we will have it go into here. So anytime that a natural gas comes out, it will go outside, and if not natural gas, then it'll just stay right here. Okay, hopefully that doesn't mess with this too much, but fingers crossed that works, and then it's right next to like our power anyways, so yeah, we can just hook up the wire like that. Easy peasy. And that way we can hopefully clear out some of this. We do want to keep the carbon dioxide for now because we also have our mushroom farm going on down here. But just this band of natural gas from Nisbet's toots is not great. We also have queued up here our manual airlock for these, but before we change these into air tiles, we do need them to hurry up and finish this as well. Where are they taking this water? Probably up here? Okay, and then we can also disable that, disable auto bottle. this is back full. Yeah, when you fill this up with polluted water, it just like off gases and like dehydrates a lot of stuff. So let's go ahead and fast forward. One thing about this game that you guys don't really see when I'm posting the videos is it's a lot of gameplay, but most of it gets what's the word? Edited out, because a lot of it is just waiting for these build tasks to queue up. So yeah, now you guys can enjoy them. You can enjoy them with me as we see our little tokens run around and do what they need to do. Make sure our hatches are okay. They are. This we will set output as unbreathable gas, which is natural gas. So as soon as they build this, which I think they should be able to, oh no they can't, let's go ahead and build a ladder here, and then they should be able to reach that. And it looks like we also need to hook this up to power as well. Yeah, it's starting to get to that busy season at my job. I work in retail, and it's going to be late nights here starting in December, like the first week of December. We're starting to close at midnight, so that's going to obviously throw a wrinkle in my whole life for the next month until things get back to normal in like January. So I just was like, you know what, let's wrap this up. I have a couple games I want to play. There's been a bunch of new releases. I have been playing a bunch of Harvestella as well as Overwatch in my free time, and I've been having so much fun with that, honestly. If you guys have not checked out Harvestella, I recommend it. So it's marketed as a farming simulator, which it is, but it's more like an RPG than a farming sim. It's created by Square Enix, and they, of course, did Final Fantasy. But, so it's like that kind of art style. However, more than that, it just has a great storyline to it. Wait, let's see what our printable is, and then I can describe it a little bit more. Choose a blueprint. We can make some eggs. Yeah, I don't really want to add another dupe because then we'd have to build another restroom and like bedroom setup. So let's go ahead and print that. Let's slow it down before these can hatch. And we're going to make sure we have shovel eggs. Yep, okay. And then we're going to do the priority 9 for that, which is a sweet, I believe. Oh. Misfit's already on it. She already knows. She's going. Make sure she's cracking these before they, Okay, good. Okay. So, Harvestella, made by Square Enix. So it's got like the same art style as Final Fantasy, not quite as elaborate as like Final Fantasy. I feel like Square Enix really goes hard because that's like their bread and butter type of game. But it's really fun. It's a farming sim, and you do farm in it, and you can use your farmed goods to either sell, it's like the economy, like the way that you gain money, or you can use it to craft food, which you need for your dungeon crawling. That's how you like refill your stamina and refill your health. So it's got a nice balance between like, okay, do I need to sell all this produce, or do I want to make food for it so that way I can, you know, progress with the storyline. I'm only in the 3rd chapter out of 9 or 10, depending on which ending you go for. I'm probably going to do the good ending and have 10 chapters because I hear they wrap it up really nicely, which is awesome. But yeah, it's so much fun. You know, everybody's like another farming sim. Here we are, 2022, year of the Stardew Valley wannabe likes, but it's not really like that at all because it's more focused on like getting to know the characters in the world and in the different towns as well, because like each character has their own like story quest that makes it so that way they're a better companion for your dungeon crawling, mixed with just like beautiful storytelling in that you're introduced to this whole new world. And Square Enix is really great at like fleshing out their world building, which I appreciate. So yeah, it's a great game, and if you haven't checked it out, I recommend it. It's a hidden gem for sure. I don't think a lot of people really like. They just played the demo, which was kind of buggy from what I've heard. I didn't play the demo myself, but yeah, I heard it was really. Why is all of this unreachable? Let me fix this really quick. But I had a good time. I enjoyed it. 1, 2. Why are these all unreachable? Can they not stand on this? Is that what's going on? Do I need to do like... This is such a convoluted way to get here. But at least they'll be able to dig those out too, I guess. Okay, I think that's correct. And then they should be able to get that once they build all of those. But yeah, I feel like it was slept on. Everybody was like, another farming sim, really, but it's more of an RPG. And if anybody's played RPGs before, you know it's like super grindy, which this is actually balanced pretty well. The demo I heard was kind of rough because the economy wasn't very good. Like the intro crops don't make you a lot of money, so it's kind of worthless to do that. It's, you know, you make more money harvesting and selling like dungeon or monster parts in the dungeon. And then also like they were having some problems with like time in the day, but they fixed all of that, so I'm enjoying it. I think it's a lot of fun. And then of course I'm playing Overwatch. I'm like, oh gosh, level 202 in that game or something like that. But, you know, I reached silver, which I didn't think I would be able to do. I did it, so that was great. And I've met a couple new friends in that, which is always fun. It's nice to play those games with friends, that's for sure. Makes the games go by faster and better and quicker and better. Because yeah, then if you have like a set group of people, you're able to actually, you know, rank up because you know that they're competent players instead of like sitting in a silent, you know, lobby and your DPS isn't doing their job and your tank's not doing their job and you're just like, this is fine. So I've been having a bunch of fun with that as well. Okay, so we are now in downtime. As you can see, it's taking a long time for them to finish anything. And this was kind of like a problem I run into, especially once we get to this part, right? We have long commute times. That's what it says up here. Building entombment. This just keeps... This just keeps freezing over. It's okay. I mean, with this one, it should be fine. Hopefully it's not sucking up too much hydrogen. Yeah, but then we get the insufficient oxygen. I think I need to babysit this and make sure we get people unentombing this as quickly as possible. But yeah, so the long commute thing. So the way that you fix it, apparently, is, I'm always nervous when I'm like looking around and looking away, so we're gonna slow that down a little bit. You're supposed to go to, priorities, I think. Make sure this is all set up. That's fine. I think it's menu, options, game. No, that's not it. You're supposed to be able to proximity. How do I do that? Options. Okay. Well, anyways, you're supposed to be able to change that. I'm not really sure, but if you have proximity, then if somebody's close to something, then they'll just do it, and that's supposed to help with commute times, but we'll see. Babysit this and make sure it doesn't get entombed again. This one isn't running as much as the other one. Max gas pressure. What is this at? 600 grams. This is also at above 600. Above 600. Huh. Because that would explain why it's freezing, is because it's not turning on as much. So let's go to ventilation here. Oh, okay. That would explain it. So let's do a gas pipe priority 9 of getting this fixed, because that would do it. That would be why it's not working. And then we'll do dig priority 9 here. And that will help with our oxygen problems. Don't you guys think? Don't you think that'll help a little bit? Keep having food decay. So it leads me to believe we probably have too much food. But I'm always nervous when we drop down. I'd rather have food decay than for the duplicates to go hungry. You know what I mean? Alright. Okay, there we go. Alright, now it's working correctly. Fantastic. Alright, so that solved that. These electrolyzer rooms, man, they are something else. Let me tell you what. So this should be working. Sure. And, so yeah, now we just need them to finish building this. And they're moving so much quicker now that they have these, oxygen masks, that's for sure. now we wait. We wait for them to build this. I wonder if that's under priorities. Maybe I'll Google that and make sure I know where to change the proximity, so that way hopefully they have shorter commutes between everything. Pipe blocked. Why is the pipe blocked for this one? Because I do want to also get this all finished. Let's check this. That's disabled, so we can go ahead and enable that. How much, like, meal ice do we have anyways? 471 grams. So what if we do consumables? We don't have them eat meal ice anymore. Will that help them? Will they be happy then? Happier? She can eat meal ice, I guess. Maybe not. Okay, this is running again. Good. Ooh, a new printable. Choose a blueprint. Let's go with coal. Because we have our new generator up and running. Well, not yet, but we will have it up and running here soon. So they could get to that this whole time. What the heck? Whatever. We have the scaffolding now, so that's fine, I guess. And here it is, our coal generator. Okay, so as long as they keep delivering coal, we should have power, and hopefully they won't need to run this wheel anymore. Let me just make sure that all of this is connected up. Yeah, that's a lot of power, but hopefully we don't run into the problem of the wires overloading too much. We shouldn't. We shouldn't. It should be fine. It should be okay. And he's busy delivering coal. Perfect. And then they should not be running on this anymore. Oh, okay. Or they're going to continue to run on it. Maybe just until they get the batteries up and full, and then once they're full, they'll stop running on it, maybe? grizzly meals, I think. Make sure this is set up to do fried mushrooms. Nice. Okay. It looks like our meal ice is at a point where we don't have a lot of it. Oh, kilograms, that is a lot. Never mind. I just don't think we have enough mushrooms yet to feed them and get off of the meal ice completely. So maybe we just leave this on. Because they're still eating grizzly meals, even though I said don't eat that. So, research complete. Let's see if we have some more research. We're getting down here to the bottom of the research tree. So let's do this one first. And well, we at least cleared out most of the natural gas from here. Or maybe just shuffled it around random places. I have no idea where that natural gas came from. If not in this bit, then I have no idea. And they're building this. Good. So let's go ahead and check the plumbing here. And make sure this is all set up correctly. Okay, cool. And once this is set up, then we can get rid of some of these pipes in here too, and then open this up, and then we'll just have our chlorine room set up. How much power does this make anyways? Converts coal into electrical power, produces carbon dioxide. Power 600 watts. So maybe we will do another one. Another coal generator, why not? Look at all these Drekos. How's our Drekos doing up here? So good. Diluted oxygen. How did that get in here? That's weird. Okay. Cycle 151 is complete. Yay! Let's see if we can mop this. Alright. If we can mop this, then we are sitting pretty. This and start moving our mushrooms down here, I believe, if we can just mob all of this up. Alright, and then this is all set up over here too. Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, slow it down. So let's go ahead and deconstruct this pipe to here. Okay. It's coming in here, goes out, goes into here. Okay. So all of that should get deconstructed. We can also, well, maybe cancel that one. Cancel that one. And then make sure that this is... Okay, they were able to do that easy peasy, and I don't see any chlorine getting out. Fantastic. So let's go ahead and do an airflow tile between these two rooms. And that should allow the chlorine that's already in here to work. And let me just make sure the plumbing is still okay for that. Yeah. Okay. And then this is all finished, so we can deconstruct this. Let's do the power wire, deconstruct this wires. And then look at the plumbing, liquid pipe, and oh my goodness, I made a little bit of spaghetti. So I guess we should probably end up moving this carbon skimmer. Because we don't really need it, honestly. Get rid of all of this. This and this. Get rid of all of this. Probably end up moving the carbon skimmer at a different point. Deconstruct all of that. I think that is correct. Perfect. Hopefully, eventually, this will... This is getting gas vent overpressurized, so I'm hoping that some of this chlorine will just come down into here. Oh yeah, there we go. And then it'll keep moving with chlorine in there. Hopefully this works out. Fingers crossed. Oh, a little bit of chlorine gas is getting through, but that's okay. So I think that'll be the last time they have to go into this room. Just get out. Stop rubbing your eyes. You're letting all the chlorine into the base. Okay. So we have this set up. We can see all of the chlorine pressuring down. They are deconstructing all of this. And once this is deconstructed, we can take a look and make sure there's no more spaghetti. See if we can get rid of anything else. Water, what's going on over here? Water's moving through. And hopefully we have enough storage for all of this water. Looking like maybe not, but that's okay. And then over here, don't need this anymore, so we can deconstruct that and take a look at our power and our wire and our deconstruct. So if this doesn't need power, then we can delete these wires. It looks like this we need. And maybe set some sweep commands. And kill off this 82-year-old because they're starting to feel a little bit cramped in here. Let's go ahead and I think we might be the oldest one in here. So let's go ahead and attack that guy. And then also sweep up in here. So they're going to be eating good tonight, that's for sure. That is working fine over there. Ruby here is putting in some coal into the generators. And we can also deconstruct all of this. It's weird that this liquid reservoir is full and the others aren't. Let me make sure this is set up correctly. Okay, that's just something funky that it's doing. This one is filling up, but... and let's check, see how much germs is in this. checking to see how much germs was in this before. I don't even remember. God. Okay. Oh, here we go. Water, 1062. Let's do this one. Oh, that's just the water that is in. Maybe it was under, like, plumbing, I think, and then I had to go to the liquid pipe. Here we go. Nope, that was not right. Well, I'm hoping that this just does well. And that eventually we'll have germ-free water. I don't remember how. Well, look at this. So fried mushrooms make 2,800 calories. That's some good eats right there. Now let's go back into our slime biome and see if we have any other, could probably harvest this. But any other, like, I don't know. We should probably start digging down in here, though. Looks like we also finished some research. Break in here, get some pakus maybe. Let's choose a new research. Oh yeah. Now we can just go straight into that. What happens if we turn off our manual generator, our little hamster wheel here? They're digging. Eating all this meal lice. Well, now that we're having this up and running, and since we have so many calories, we might as well also just deconstruct this meal lice, because we'd like to just not eat that at all. God, they're having such a bad time eating this food. They're just miserable when they eat it, guys. It's so bad. Alright, fast forward, fast forward. So this week in America we have Thanksgiving, which is basically just a holiday where the family gets together and we eat a bunch of food and we talk about what we're grateful for. It's kind of like the pre-Christmas kind of holiday. Watch a lot of like American football, I guess. I don't do that, but you know, it's just part of the tradition there. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. We're just gonna have a nice Thanksgiving at home, probably play some video games and relax and just enjoy the day off of work and the time off of school. So yeah, that is going to be nice and fun. But after Thanksgiving, of course, comes Black Friday, which is like the last day you're guaranteed to get anything that you buy before Christmas in our like UPS and shipping and all that kind of stuff. So that is really big for retail, and it lasts all weekend, all the way into like Monday and Tuesday. And we've actually started our Black Friday deals at my work this week. So we just saw like a crazy influx of people over the weekend, and just people just destroying the store. Please, I'm begging you, if you go out shopping this week or for the rest of the year or anytime really, like please just be respectful of the things that you're looking at. You know, you don't have to buy something just because you put it in your cart, but you can always give like things you don't want to your cashier, and they have specific bins for you to put your stuff in, instead of it just leaving it randomly around the store. And if you're shopping for clothes, which is the department I work in, you know, if you need a size medium and there's like a stack, just lift up the stack, fold it over, flip it over, take the size that you need, and then put it back. You don't have to rummage through all of them and create a mess. And shoes, don't even get me started on the shoes. Just put the shoes back up. That's it, please. As a fellow retail employee, that's my only wish for the holiday season is just people being a little bit more considerate. Obviously, there is like extenuating circumstances for everybody in that kind of situation, you know. But if you can, please. I know it's our job to fold clothes and do the go-backs or the abandoned or whatever you call it, but it's just one facet of our job. We also have a lot of other things that we need to do, so yeah, that would just make our lives go by so much easier. So just be nice and friendly to your cashiers and, when you're out shopping, and try to clean up after yourself if at all possible. I think we spend like, at our store, for the holiday season, we have 3 to 4 employees whose job is to only fold the clothes in our store, which is like a third of our store. We have 3 or 4 employees. It takes each of us 3 hours for like each section to, like we call it zone, to go through and fold and pick up after everybody at the end of every single night, just because of the amount of people that we deal with. So it's like it's a huge process, and you know, obviously I'm doing this job. I love this job. It has its perks to it, but my night would go by a lot smoother if I could. I could fold clothes better if I had less of a mess to clean up for folding clothes. I know that's like complicated, probably doesn't make much sense, but you know, I get this extreme satisfaction by seeing like a nicely stacked and folded pile of clothes. Like, it tickles my brain just right. It looks so nice, and I can't do that when there's like just so like every pile needs to get refolded like that. But I will say it is very, very satisfying when it all looks nice and neat like that. There's usually about like 2 weeks in January when we still have the hours for the holiday time and the manpower, where we can get the store looking like that. It's like once a year, and I'm looking forward to it, that's for sure. But my store is also so far ahead. I have boxes of shoes that are supposed to be set in January, and they're sandals. So we're already getting our sandals back in stock for the spring season, and I get to put those out now before the holidays too. So let's go ahead and build a ladder across here, so that way hopefully we can reach these and get those deconstructed. calories now, that's for sure. And I'm hoping once we get this, a couple more mushroom farms, we can start putting these down here. So actually I am going to go ahead and start laying out the farm tiles for that. Probably do like that, and then another tile like this here. And then we have a storage bin. We'll put our excess slime in here as well. But before that, we'll need a bottle emptier, probably right here. Start that. Let's do a plumbing, a bottle emptier right here. Fantastic. And we'll just fill this up with water before we copy the settings for this. Settings and put them all like that. We'll just have more mushrooms down here too, and we can have some nice fried mushrooms instead of nasty meal ice. Water, and then we'll enable auto bottle, so hopefully they can start bringing some water over here. And let's go ahead and enable auto harvest on that mushroom. And I'm not sure we're ready to release the floodgates of I think we need to dig this out a little bit more, so maybe we'll do that. That could be a little side project that they're working on. Let's choose a blueprint. Oh, some oxalite? Sure. Some little fresh oxygen that'll just sit there and make some free oxygen for us. We love it, we love it. There's a lot of pacus in this one too, that's for sure. Alright guys, well, I think we are at a pretty good spot. Let me just dig out some more of this. Queue up lots of building tasks. Kind of clear out the slime biome as much as we can. Do I want to break into here? Puffs are non-aggressive critters that excrete lumps of slime with each breath. They eat polluted oxygen and make slime. Okay, so we don't don't necessarily want him in our base, but he's okay to just be floating around. I don't think he'll come into our base, hopefully not. But yeah, I think I am gonna go ahead and leave this part here. Thank you so much for checking out this video and this video series. I know the live streams are a little bit different, but yeah, if you guys watch the VOD, then, you know, thanks for checking it out. As always, there is a link in the description to all my social media, including my TikTok, my sticker shop, and my Patreon. If you want to support me for free, though, I'd really appreciate that. All you have to do is like, comment, and share this video, as well as subscribe to my channel. All of that really helps the YouTube algorithm get my content in front of more people's faces. And until I see you guys again, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. I should be on again tomorrow with a little bit of an earlier live stream. I work earlier in the day, so I can get on at a more reasonable time. But yeah, I think we're just going to wrap up this week with some videos on this, and then we're going to be on to our next Let's Play series. So if you want to cast your vote on what you'd like to see, absolutely let me know in the comments down below. I know I already have a request in there for Potion Permit, which I do have purchased, but if any other new games that have come out recently pique your interest, let me know. So yeah, I am going to go ahead and